everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today officially 1 week and 1 day after I saw the Courage World Tour, I'm here to bring you my full, unedited review of this current world tour by Celine Dion. I know that at least one of you really wanted this video, so here it is. I'm here to deliver, that's my job, and I'm here for you. So, it's gonna be hard to find out where to begin for this, but so a week ago and 1 day, I saw the Courage World Tour, and I have a lot to say about it. I think I'm glad I took this time to think it through. And I want to begin my video with my new little reevaluation of Courage, the album. And I just wanted to say that I am finally at the point where I really do like it. And I just wanted to say that I think my first reaction was correct and because that was how I felt in that moment. But I think a review takes time, and that wasn't what I was trying to do. So if anyone who was offended by it, I'm sorry, but I found more love for it. And just to tell you guys, my favorite songs on it right now currently are For the Lover That I Lost, Baby, Perfect Goodbye, Heart of Glass, and Boundaries. I did listen to the new bonus track that was only in Japan, Soul. I liked it. I didn't think it was anything special per se. But it was nice. I liked it. I did like it a little better than some of the songs that were just on the regular standard track listing. But that is not what we're here to talk about today, because we are going to talk about the Courage World Tour by Celine Dion, her first world tour since the Taking Chances World Tour, and where do I begin? Here's my program that I got from it. So to begin, I should say that I bought a really good seat for this tour because when I saw her in Vegas in 2014, I had a front row balcony, the top balcony at the Coliseum, and it was a good seat, but I was like, you know what? I'm going all out. Did I have the money to go all out? No, but did I? Yes. So originally my seat was going to be it was on the side of the stage. If you look at the videos I posted, it was basically it was that same section, but it was more towards the back of the stage. So it was going to be like I was looking from behind, and I was fine with that because the tour was set up in a way that I think that would have been fine. But I guess the stage was bigger than the United Center had anticipated, so they had to move everyone who was in that section to a different area, and that area happened to be literally front row right across the catwalk. So here is my ticket that I got from the United Center themselves, and they put me right at the end of the catwalk where there's the giant square platform where she comes and sings twice. I knew I was going to be close. I didn't know I was going to be 3 feet away from her. And she came in to that platform twice. I think she could have come a little more. And that was during That's the Way It Is and Because You Love Me. And, I mean, I could spend this whole video talking about that, but that's not really why I'm here. Let me just tell you, though, it was incredible. I was shaking a little bit. It was intense. But I'm here to talk about this tour and what I think of it. And let me tell you, I am such a stan of the original 2011 Vegas show. That set list to me was perfection. The way that show was executed, perfection. I got to see that version of the show towards the end. There were some changes by then, but it was still basically the same fundamental original 2011 Celine residency show. Whereas after, when unfortunately Renee passed away, the show changed to not my liking as much. I guess I really liked that set list. I'm sorry, but Celine Dion opening with Open Arms was still one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life, and I just loved it. I can't tell you why, I just did. It was such a sincere moment, and I loved it. So she was 45 minutes late. Now apparently she's been starting late this entire tour. How do I put this? That's not okay. If I can be there at the time the ticket starts, the performer can be there at the time it starts too. I really do wish. This has been an ongoing problem, especially for Madonna, and I think there's no excuse. If there's a technical issue, I get it, but there wasn't a technical issue. If she's showing up late 45 minutes late every time. If you wanted to have an opening act, then you should have gotten an opening act. So I'm sorry, I can't sit here and say that that was okay. Be on time. If Broadway performers have to be on time, I think all performers should have to be on time. Um, but what made it worse from the get-go was they did like the thing that they do before like concerts or even sporting events where they did like the camera and they put it on people in the audience as they were dancing, and I just had to watch drunk women dancing to music that they barely knew for 45 minutes, and it got old really quickly. It didn't start off to me in the most positive aspect, but then Celine came on and then everything was okay. And I'm not saying Celine Dion's a bad person for starting late. I'm just saying that there's no excuse for that. That's fine. Just saying. If she started on time in Vegas, I think that's because they have stricter laws in Vegas about how performers function, but make those laws go into effect for all arenas. I'm just saying. So where do we begin? Okay, so far I want to talk about the set. I think that this set looks so expensive. The screens that are in the back are incredible. The production design and the graphic designer of everything, it's incredible. It deserves its own award for something. It was huge. I've never seen a back screen. I mean, I'm assuming the one in Caesars is bigger, but for the arena, for United Center, that was big. It almost looked like it took up the entire back of the United Center. It was crazy. So I wanted to give a shout out to that because it was incredible. Now, okay, I want to talk about the set list, and I don't want to go into too much detail, but I think what ultimately came down to me about this concert, it felt so short. It didn't feel like a very defined piece of work. The songs I just felt like were in such random areas, and I guess that's more of me. So let me pull up the set list right here, right now, and we can talk about it. So she opens with "It's All Coming Back to Me Now," which I think is an interesting opening choice. I like her new little ad-libs that she puts at the end of the song. I think they're pretty. And I want to say this, I said this in my vlog. She proved me wrong with, I really thought I didn't like that bob, and I thought it was cute. And I really have to say, I think her look is always, her best look is the brown hair flowing. I think she never looked any more gorgeous than she did when she opened Vegas in 2001. I'm just saying. But the bob is nice. I get concerned with my little Celine when she messes with her hair, because I'm sure we all remember Vegas 2003 to 2005 with first the short haircut and then the blonde. I get nervous because bad things can happen, and I don't want that to happen again. But again, we're talking about the set list. So set list, "It's All Coming Back to Me Now" was an odd opening to me. I think what's weird is that the next two songs, which were "That's the Way It Is" and "I'm Alive," I think it would have made more sense to open with "I'm Alive." I think that would be a really good opener for a show in general. Like with a video interlude, and then hear the and then she would rise. I don't know. That maybe I'm onto something. That might be my dream opener, because that's honestly the first Celine Dion song I ever remember knowing. So I'm just saying, it felt like "It's All Coming Back to Me Now." I almost forgot about it because it was so early in the thing, and it seems like "That's the Way It Is" was the opener anyway. So like I said, that's the way it is. She came by me, cried a little. And then here's the other interesting thing. I don't understand why she did it, but I think it's cool. She brought back "If You Ask Me To," which, if I'm correct, has not been performed since the early 90s. Very lovely vocals on it. I kind of forgot about this song, to be honest. I feel like I never expected to hear her sing it live. That was cool, I have to say that. And then she did "The Power of Love," which honestly, I don't know. I guess, like I said, this set list felt really jumbled to me. And here's what's strange is that after that we got an interlude, and it was just video footage from the Imperfections video. And then she came out with "Love Can Move Mountains," and I was so confused because I'm like, don't you always do this at the end? So I thought that was odd. Okay, now in my standout moments, I wrote down all of them. They're here in front of me. We have my first standout moment, in my opinion, and that was "Beauty and the Beast." And here's why. Is because her and Barnev always sound great on that song. But the way they staged it, with her at the end of the stage and him at the other end on the platforms, it just looked, it looked gorgeous. And it was just perfectly done, how they put it on. So I put that as a standout moment for me. So Just saying that there. And then she did a cover of You're the Voice, which I thought it was fine. She sounded great. I love the chorus of it, but that song doesn't really do anything for me. And then I'm not going to try and pronounce this French song. I was familiar with it. I think this is where she sounded her best. This is where she was definitely having the most fun with her vocals. You can look up the song. I'm sorry, I'm not going to butcher the French. I'm not getting dragged today. Not today, Satan. And then, this is so funny. So the guy comes out and starts playing the violin, and I'm like, what song is this? I completely forgot. And then the chorus starts of To Love You More, and I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. How did I forget that? And I looked up this set list before, so I was like, all right, now we have standout moment number 2, in my opinion, was Courage. She just was so, it reminded me so much of when she sang My Love on the Taking Chances World Tour. It was just definitely the most sentimental song to her at the moment, and it delivered. So, yeah, just wanted to say that there. And this is also when she was wearing, so she starts off in the red dress that I don't think it's the same dress that's on here, but it looks like it. And then she goes into the giant sleeve attack one, which I thought was cute. I think I liked it a little better when she took the sleeves off, personally. Okay, then she did then Interlude, and this is where I think she did her little ballet one, which I thought was cute. Like, I love a good dance. And then she came out and did All By Myself in the dress that I said was the most similar to the Vegas costuming. Also, my fun fact, I love the original Vegas costumes, too. R.I.P. Good. I really do wish, and I'm sorry if this makes you mad that I'm bringing it out there in the open. As we all know, the big note is lipped, and I just really am tired of that same pre-recorded lip note. Record it again, and use a different lip note for it. You don't have to sing it live, but please at least just re-record it. It's so obvious at this point that I just am kind of... She has the money. I'm sorry. I feel like she could do it. I really do. Okay, then we have Imperfections, which is like, I think it was like the 3rd or 4th date she's been doing this live. I liked it. It was fun, cute, light. And then she did her solo version of The Prayer. And I put this as a standout moment for 2 reasons. It was so unneeded. She can put this song to rest and bring something else out. I'm at the point of that. But then again, she sounded lovely with this solo version of it. So it was like, I was like, we absolutely didn't need this, but it sounded lovely. So, there's that. And then Because You Love Me, gorgeous, She Came By Me, love that song. It's, oh God, beautiful. And then she left, another interlude. And then we have the Cover-orama medley. And I liked... just because I love her voice, I think when she's like, let's dance, my horrible Celine impression, or like, and another one gone, and another one gone, and another one bites the dust, just her, I love it. But honestly, not my favorite of the covers she's done. I'll get to that in a second. Let me save that point. And then, She Lives Again, comes out in the cloud, the dress that's the cloud, Does My Heart Will Go On, and I didn't know that now they're using these drones that do these lights. It was incredible, and I'm mad because I recorded it on my Instagram story, and Instagram deleted it because of copyright infringement. So I wanted to put that in the vlog for you guys, but I couldn't because it got deleted. And then she did Imagine, and I think I would have liked it more if not everyone else taxed this song on somewhere at some point in their set list. She sounded gorgeous, and I think this song is perfect for her, but it's just like, I feel like that song's just been done to death. And I think in the times we're living in, I think it was appropriate, but like I said, it's just like a couple of mixed feelings about it. So that was the set list, and what I wanted to really say about this, this didn't feel like a tour for an album. What I did a calculation, and if you just look at the Taking Chances World Tour DVD, now I'm not saying, I know that the set list changed drastically around all the time on that one too, but in the DVD, there are 6 songs from the Taking Chances album. And we only got 2 on this one. And despite my feelings on Courage, if you're gonna do a tour for an album, it should be reflective of the album. And I personally, from what I've seen of her tours that have been over the past couple of summers, they felt more connected to an album than this did. And that kind of makes me upset because the set list just feels so jumbled. Like they just picked everything in a hat, put everything in a hat, and said, well, we know My Heart Will Go On is last, so let's not worry about that. But everything else, let's just randomly put it everywhere. And that was, the set list just, it felt, and because of that, I think it felt short because there was no structure, there was no growth to how it went. And it's like even when I saw Cher's Here We Go Again tour, you can say all you want about the set list, but it grows. It knows, it takes you now to back to now again. And there's just no pulse in the set list. And I don't know if that this was all her doing or this is what they thought about, but the set list for the other summer shows she's done, I think, were just a lot more well thought out. I really do. And like I said, 6 songs for Taking Chances, and we only got 2 here. We didn't even get all 3 of the singles. We didn't even get the lead promo single that was like the big deal. And there's so many songs, like I said, even though, you know, I did have mixed feelings on this album, that are begging for a live performance. Like, I think How Did You Get Here is begging for a live performance. I truly do. So... And I promise I'm not saying that this was bad, because she's lovely. She has such charisma as a stage performer that it's so easy to overlook all of this. But my job here is to be a little critical of it. And I don't feel like I'm reaching for things. I do feel confident in what I'm saying here. Is that I think that, like I said, this doesn't feel like the tour that Courage deserved. It feels like it got the set it deserved and the promotion it deserved, but not the show itself. And I'm kind of sad that I do have to say that, because she looked and sounded amazing. I was a little concerned about her vocals, but again, this keeps happening to me. I feel like when I would always listen to Mariah Carey, like online, I was concerned about the time I saw her, and then I saw her and I was like, she sounded great. And then like Cher, I'm like, she sounded great. And maybe that's just you're in the moment, but I really do think she had some really good moments on this tour, but it just doesn't seem to have a pulse. And that's what I think it deserves. But again, we're still kind of early in this tour. It goes on till next year, so it definitely could still see some changes in it. I really do think that the prayer's gotta go. I think she could add anything from her catalog that's begging for a live performance back into it. I think there's so many things. I would love it if, oh my God, if she put Taking Chances back in it again, or if she did anything from A New Day Has Come. Oh my God, could you imagine if we got a new live performance of Have You Ever Been in Love? Oh, that would have been... I'm just saying, I think that there are... Or even just add more from this new album. You know, I don't think that's fair to this album that a lot of people love. And, you know, I would rather take, Love Me Back to Life tracks over Courage tracks any day. But this Love Me Back to Life didn't get a tour, so I feel like maybe if they put 2 songs from that in, that could be fair. But this is the Courage World Tour, but it didn't feel like the Courage World Tour. It just felt like Celine World Tour 2019. And, I feel like I said, a tour should be reflective of an album if it's doing that. And Celine's not doing a greatest hits tour. But there's a way to make it feel like a greatest hits tour, which I think Taking Chances did really well, and still have 6 songs from the new album to make it feel cohesive and like it was attached to that album and it felt like it was a part of it. So, obviously, I recommend seeing the Courage World Tour 100% because Celine is an icon, a diva, a goddess, and you should go see her. But I know for a fact she is capable of a better, more well-thought-out show, as A New Day can show you, and as Celine, her other residency, can show you. So, all in all, I would give this tour I don't really do ratings, but I would say it's a 7 out of 10. And that really just goes to the fact that there's just no pulse in the set list. If we can find that, oh my god, this could rank up easily with the Taking Chances World Tour. And also, I would like to add this. She had the 2 catwalks that she came on, but only came on each one twice. And I was like, what was the point of the catwalk? Like, I feel like they could have done a little more with the catwalks too. Just wanted to add that there. But yeah, Celine Dion, the Courage World Tour. What did you guys think about it? I love hearing everyone's opinions on it. What's your favorite Celine Dion show, as I've stated mine? Tell me, and I would be glad to know, because I love Celine and I love hearing what everyone loves about her. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. To the one person that really wanted this video, hope you enjoyed. And I hope you guys have a great night. The holidays are coming up, so happy holidays, and I will see you guys with my next video.